Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're going to be talking about some of the cool stuff that happened as of today. We actually did have some pretty good news. We had a pretty good drop. We also had a surprise drop in as well. We had a lot of successes all throughout the overall community. So it's kind of like my part two of this because we actually talked about a lot throughout the early morning videos and the confirmed drops and giving tips and all of that. So now this is kind of either the big celebration part or the big disappointment part. Although we've actually heard some pretty good things too as well in the overall community from these last two restocks that just happened, and as well, it's always surprising whenever we have one of those little sneaky things that kind of sneak on it, which actually happened as of today. So we have a lot of stuff to go talk about, a lot of things to go mention, and as well, I hope to God a lot of you guys had some good luck with it. So definitely the very first thing I want you guys to go and do, if you guys did get lucky enough to get your consoles all throughout today so far, please leave a comment or send me a tweet. The Twitter's always linked down below. I love seeing the pictures or the confirmation emails or whatever it is. I love seeing it because this is the big purpose of this YouTube channel right now. And as well, I just want to go and, well, congratulate you guys if you guys did. And if you guys did not, don't worry, don't fret, don't feel too bad because we are going to still be watching them. As much as, I just want to go and take a nap for 3 days straight because we still have not taken a day off ever since the consoles came out. I absolutely cannot wait to go and, well, have you guys have your consoles, so we have lots of stuff to go talk about. As always, per usual, if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on and the next upcoming PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below, and sign up for Weeble, sign up for Coinbase, and all the other various little links all down below, and let's get into the business, the news, the restocks, the whatever, the talks, recaps, whatever you guys want to go and put for this word, let's go do it. So very first and foremost, I want to talk about this. If you guys did not know, this one actually kind of snuck up on us actually really quick, and funny enough, they did kind of almost, I want to say, lie about it. We actually had an Amazon restock that happened earlier on today. Now, I always do usually have my Amazon links down below, and I always mention them, and funny enough, I think actually a few people actually got them off the links themselves. Like, we look at the links down below. So that was kind of a surprise, mainly because for us, we were more so expecting, if they ever usually do a drop, it's more so on like the second week of the actual, like, or like the tail end of the month, actually more so not second week. So I think like the 25th through 29th, but we didn't really see too much, although we did see a notice like 2-3 weeks ago that some stock did arrive before the prior drop, so maybe they're just sitting on that stock and holding on that stock itself. But we did actually have a really sneaky drop, and I want to say I think I kind of enjoyed how Amazon did it. We'll talk about Walmart in a second, but I do kind of enjoy how Amazon did it because they kind of gave everyone a really quick notice, about like a 2-minute notice if anything, and then it went restocked. I do think they wanted to have a notice, whether they want to have it until like the 20th or so onwards, and as you guys clearly know, today is the 19th. So I'm not really sure entirely like why or how or what their kind of idea behind that was, but there was a drop that went on throughout the day. Now this is the kind of one thing that kind of stinks because sometimes I'm like kind of busy with like work or calls or something like that for it. So at least that's why even for today I was kind of more focused on like, hey, confirmed drop, Walmart. So sometimes they kind of sneak on in, especially for Amazon, they're a little bit more on the sneaky side. Sometimes we have leaks, sometimes we don't, sometimes it's good, sometimes we don't. So at least on the bright side over here, we did go and at least have quite a few folks go get it. Now, I do think because it was like so, I guess, unexpected for lack of better terms, I think a lot of people actually had a chance to get, like normal people, like non-bots, normal people had a chance to go get their consoles. Although we did hear a little bit of like botting and scalping rumors when it comes to that stuff. So if you guys want to have that maybe as a separate video, like right after this one, maybe I'll do a little bit more of a deep dive and more research into it and talk about it. But at least we did have a drop. Now, I'm never a big complainer when it comes to restocks and stock in general, so at least when it comes to Amazon, people getting normal consoles and people being happy about consoles and people hopefully getting in the near future, I'm A-okay with that. I like the idea of it, and I'm all down with it. So we still also want to be on the lookout still for the PlayStation 5 Digital. The last restock that wouldn't happen, they did also have both. They actually did do both, although the time was like a little bit more spread on out. So I would not be 100% convinced as of today for a PS5 Digital throughout the rest of the day, but just maybe be a little bit more on the aware side that it is a possibility throughout these next few hours. So all around, good stuff with that, and all around good restocking news. Like, I like when there's good restocks, and I like when people are getting consoles, and especially when it's like a back-to-back big retailer, especially with how dry everything has been, I'm kind of okay with that. So, first and foremost, the Amazon out of the way, all around pretty good. But I think the even better one was on Walmart. Now, both these were actually pretty solid and pretty good. So, when it comes to all these consoles and console restocks, Walmart Plus, I have been heavily pushing. It stinks you have to pay the extra money, but at this point, Amazon, Amazon Prime, GameStop, GameStop Pro Rewards, Best Buy, Total Tech, which is gross, and the only one that's kind of like a raw is just Target. So for this Walmart Plus and having a very good amount of success for folks getting their consoles, I'm okay with it. So as you guys know, the drop went on for about like an hour. So that's why even I made my earlier video and I'm like, hey guys, even if it says sold out, stay in the queue, stay in the line. And hopefully people did. I even saw a few tweets for people saying, wow, it instantly sold out. What a bad drop. What a lame drop. And I always tell people to stay in it just a little bit longer because that's how Walmart works. At least based on the prior drops or whatever. So it makes me sad because like some people didn't do it. And also, dude, I say this every time. People were still going and not having the paid membership, so there was issues with it. Although I got a really quick note too for Amazon. Apparently there was like a little bit of a student Amazon Prime issue too as well, where a lot of folks out there for their Amazon Prime stuff were not actually able to even go check out. Like, I mean, obviously when it comes to Amazon, the drops go pretty quick. You know, the stock's usually gone pretty quick as well. Walmart was like an hour. But that's because it's more of a queued system, obviously. Amazon's a free-for-all, and that was pretty much gone within a few moments, if anything. You know, probably before even the bots kind of woke up for it. But for that one, we even still saw people who didn't have their Walmart Plus, and I'm like, oh, come on, come on. After all the warnings, after all the mentions, after all the everythings, I'm like, how are you like why? Why? So we did actually see a lot of folks. Like here, I'll just even like show up a few foamies over here, but like even like over here for Jose, dude, congrats. Like I love seeing people getting their consoles. I love seeing people getting the hookup. I saw a lot of folks throughout these days go and get it too as well. Even though I was here, who's like a Gumball Slayer too. I like to see like nice little like W over here for the Amazon itself. All around good. And as you guys can see the dates, we were seeing a lot of April 21st to April 22nd. And at the end of the day, that's actually not that bad. That's a 3-day turnover for consoles. I'd say that's pretty good. And we saw a lot of folks out there. We saw a lot of folks in general over here who got their consoles, who got the hookup, got the everythings. Like here's even Lawless over here, so shout out to everyone you guys go and see this. Although it is a little bit farther away. As you guys can see, you know, it's Friday, May 6th on top of that, which is still a few weeks, like 2 weeks away. But like someone like Lawless, congrats, my homie. Like it makes me, I don't know, it always does make me happy as we are slowly making our way past, you know, the restock era. I'm going to be so hyped up whenever you guys get your consoles, because like it's like a reward, because we've been sitting here for such a long time. But I think overall Walmart was, I think both these drops weren't too heavily botted. I think Amazon might have been, but there actually might have been like, maybe I'll talk about this in the next video, but maybe like a nice crossover where between the two there actually was a higher chance of like, basically the bots didn't really know what to do because they were both kind of pretty close together. So at the end of the day, maybe it was kind of good. Maybe it was kind of nice for that to have like a simultaneous drop, although it doesn't really happen too often. Although I do remember one day a few months back where we had like all 3 drops. Then we had like a Target day, then a Best Buy day, and like an Amazon day all at the same time. So sometimes it does happen. But either way, this drop was pretty good. I'm very happy with it. Like I think Walmart itself, not that bad. Like a lot of people got consoles, a lot of normal folks. They saw a lot of tweets, and if you guys want to send me a tweet, you guys can. Amazon, not as much, obvious though, because Amazon's just definitely highly botted and definitely just rough. But there was actually a way for people to get in before like the initial like huge influx of people and huge influx of everything else. People are getting their consoles. So this was like a nice little double whammy. Well, obviously, like some people didn't get their consoles, don't get me wrong. Like it's never fun if you guys don't. It's never fun if you guys don't get the hookup. It's never like, people don't like that, obviously, 100%. Like people want to have their normal stuff. People want to get their good stuff. And well, sadly, you know, it stinks. I don't know. We'll get you guys consoles soon. If you guys had any issues, we'll still be watching other restocks and watching other locations. We've had a lot of like little good news all throughout this week, which is nice. Like I do like seeing this. I do like seeing the movement. I do like seeing people get their consoles, as I mentioned a few times throughout the video. But man, I got no complaints. I mean, like, there might have been, like, a few, or, like, maybe we'll look a little bit more into the botting, scalping stuff, because it did seem, especially for Amazon, kind of went pretty quick. But at least Walmart, I think it was pretty smooth, and I'm happy so many people tried it. I'm happy so many people were pushing for it. I'm happy so many people got their stock for it. And this is how it should be. Like, I mean, in theory, this is how it should have been, like, 8 months ago, and at this point, every console should be on the shelves. But at least for now, as we're slowly working through this, I'm just happy people are getting their stock, and we can kind of have, like, somewhat of a normal-ish drop, where it's not a lot of complaints, not a lot of issues, and it was overall really good. And like I said, I had loads of people tweeting at me, loads of people mentioning this stuff, and that's what it's all about. Like, this is like, we're all gamers here at the end of the day, so people finally having a chance to get and play and utilize their games that's what it's all about. That's what gaming's all about over here. So this kind of is going to put me on like a nice little, I guess, high throughout the day, and a pretty good feeling as well, just because I'm just excited. Like, I like a good, successful drop. I like a lot of good, successful, happy people, and I don't know, it's like, kind of like my big purpose on YouTube as of right this second, so it kind of puts a smile on my face. So thank you guys all for that, and all the tweets and messages and stuff. But if you guys got your console, let me know. If you guys have any issues, let me know. If you guys want to complain, feel free to down below, and as well, we'll have a lot more videos all throughout the day, so be on the lookout for that. So I want to say I do appreciate you guys all so much for watching, so make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below, and sign up for that Weeble, sign up for that Coinbase, and I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Y'all beautiful and fantastic, and I'll see you guys up on the next one. Love you guys.